Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, oh, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations to foes. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation, moving full speed ahead, getting to know some amazing people that do amazing things in the world. The person that I'm going to bring to you today is no different. He's a very beautiful man, which is what attracted me to him in the first place. But now we're going to talk to him and get to know just a little bit more about what's behind that beauty. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me introduce, or please help me welcome Mr. I'm gonna say the whole thing. DJ Dustin.
Dustin. Yes.
Wait. You did like my mama do, where they don't want you to say the wrong thing. You like
Right, yeah.
That's it.
You could just say Dustin, it's fine. On Instagram it's DJ Dustin, but yeah.
How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I watch you all the time, so I really appreciate you having me on.
Okay. Get this. I watch you all the time too. Like the last video I saw of you today, you were you were opening and closing your legs, but you were changing the colors of the compression pants and the socks. And for those of you that don't know, Dustin here is the creator and the founder of His Ego. It's a brand of clothing. It's like active wear, it's swimwear, it's, apparel for
underwear.
Yeah, underwear. Oh yeah, I can't forget underwear. Yep. That's the big that's a big thing. But so my God, like I said it off camera, but I said it's raining like cats and dogs here. How is
it? I think it's gonna rain here too, but we'll see what happens. We'll see.
My God, it's great to finally meet you face to
face. Thank
face.
you. I appreciate you having me on. Like I said, I watch you all the time. And so when you hit me up to ask me to be on, I was just like, oh my God, I got to do this. So.
Well, listen, I haven't had too many people say no to the queen.
Oh, I'm sure you have it.
I'm being facetious, but no, I get some. I can't do it this month. How's the next month? And I'm like, honey, I'll be here. I ain't gonna, it's so funny because that's what people don't understand. They look at social media and they think like, oh, it's just for fun. And I'm just liking a couple of things, but no, that's not true. Like social media is business. Like it's so funny because I don't even like I keep everybody's phone numbers now because of networking. But for the most part, I'm just like, even with the guys with OnlyFans, I'm like, I don't need your information. I know where you work.
Yeah. Right.
I know where you work.
I know where the law.
I can bring it to your job. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, like that. It's like that's what social media is about. Like you're not.
It's a business. It's a
business. His ego brand is not about to disappear. So I know where to find you at all times.
It's not. Everything I do on social media is just like, it's an opportunity for me to get more business. You know what I mean? Like it's fun, you feel me? It's a good time, making the content and stuff like that. But it's ways for me to get people to my website, to hisegobrand.com, and looking at, what I got going on. So,
and
it's
you're
more
doing
than just
a masterful job.
Thank you. I'm trying. Yesterday, TikTok banned me off the app. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did, but they banned me. I tried to upload something, and then I was at the gym and I uploaded it. And then 20 minutes later, I went on to TikTok just to scroll or whatever. And it was just like, you've been banned. And they were like, if you want to appeal it, click appeal. If you want to get all of your videos and stuff that you posted previously, just let us know and we can email it to you or whatever. I'm like, why did you ban me? What you ban me for? So long story short, I filed an appeal and they gave me my TikTok back. So it is what it is.
I'm
But
quiet like this because I'm choosing my words.
yeah.
I'm choosing my words. Give me a second.
TikTok can be an asshole sometimes.
It's not just TikTok,
Yeah.
social media, period.
Hmm.
They are tending to overly scrutinize Black talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's worse about it is they're allowing, they can't do it to me. Everything I've ever said is trademark, copyrighted, et cetera, et cetera.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
everything is scripted. I write everything I say. This
Okay.
is the only thing that's not scripted. Even my TikToks, I wrote them. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
ain't no way in hell they can do,
Right.
people can steal, but they were allowing counterparts to basically steal from Black creators
Yeah.
and make
Yep.
thousands of dollars
Yep.
stealing from the creators. Now, what happens is I realized, okay, TikTok, like, because I tried to put my content on there from Instagram, and then
Hmm.
I realized, okay, this content is in your face, it's raw. This was also 2016 when I got started, so
Hmm.
things have changed. It's
Right.
2022,
Right.
so I
Right.
realized I couldn't put that kind of stuff on there. I needed to make new content exclusively
Hmm.
for TikTok that was a little bit more PC for their app.
Yeah.
They were in the process of banning me because they were thinking that I was a woman and that I was showing my breast.
Yeah. I saw that video you posted, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
yeah. And they kept striking me. They
Yeah.
kept striking me.
Yeah.
So I went, and that's the thing, I went public with it, and other people started to respond to it. And the video
Hmm.
is gaining a lot of traction. It's like one of my
Yeah.
most viewed videos.
Yeah.
So when they realized, okay, and this is the catch 22. I had TikTok for almost a year. I didn't know what
Hmm.
to do with it. I couldn't
Hmm.
crack the code of the formula of how to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in February, Black History Month rolled around, and I cracked the formula,
Yeah.
and I figured out how to do it and what to do, and I've been doing that. But it, like,
It's crazy. Every video I post, they block the video. Like no matter what it is, I could post a video of me just like doing this right now, just talking into the camera, and they block it, and I have to appeal it, and then they end up releasing it like hours later. But every single video I post on TikTok is automatically blocked.
they
Doesn't
were
matter what it is,
they
it's
were doing
automatically blocked.
they were doing that to me too.
Yeah.
Every video I was
And
putting.
so I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm not violating no community guidelines. Like, I'm not on here naked. Like, you can't see.
But I've seen several
Yeah, they do it all the time.
bare ass naked with nothing but a
All the
towel
time.
right over the groin.
Yep.
Literally.
Yep. All the
And,
time.
and,
All the
and
time.
literally, he got paid for his videos.
Yep.
And literally, like it's so.
Yep. Yep. They do it all the time. All the time. I scroll through my TikTok feed and I'm like, how did they get away with this? And I'm on here like literally just promoting, like sports tights.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what it is? You know what it is? Racism has finally come to the internet.
yep.
Because the internet is, especially a couple of years ago, even I was in that phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
It was turning out Black stars. Like we were getting uber famous.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't want that to happen.
Yeah. And they still don't.
And
they still don't.
So,
they still don't. So
like, and my thing is, I'm like, okay, I'll play by your rules. I'll play by your rules. Yep. Because it's yours, but I save all of my content. But like right now, I said all that to say I'm burning through their algorithm right now. Mm-hmm. Like they don't even know what hit them. They're experiencing the fire of the Queen of Shade because they don't. I'm a content creating machine.
Right.
And they're experiencing that now. And it's just like,
you just got to keep making, making. Don't, like, if they block you, if they like try to kick you off the app, appeal it, get back on and just keep making content.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
just keep doing it. Yep.
Yeah, I do it. I do it all the time because they ban me, they block me. And it's like, for what?
Yep.
For what? And then what I said all of that to say this though, it's a catch-22 for them because they make money on us being on the app. Mm-hmm. So when we have these followings that are clicking and liking and looking for us,
right,
they can't afford to lose the money.
Right, exactly.
So they want to keep you in kind of a prostituted situation.
Exactly. Yep. It's horrible. It's horrible. But you know, I mean, like, what can you do besides create your own app? You know what I mean?
I
So,
was gonna say, yeah, you
you
create your
know,
own app.
so I mean, I did actually go onto an app. It's called Candid, and
Okay.
it's owned by like a black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like one of us. You
Yeah.
feel me? And so I went on there and I was like posting stuff. But you know, I mean, this in the early stages, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have that big of a following. So you
Yeah.
know, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I just try to support, you know, like black anything. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's an app, you know, a business, something at the grocery store, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like if it's black owned, like I try to support it. So
And you
yeah.
know, that's how we fight back.
Yep.
I'm hearing the echo. Wait, see if you could turn your volume down a little.
Hold on one
So
second.
you can hear me, but I was hearing the echo.
All right, is that
Yeah.
better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. No echo. Yeah, no.
Okay, perfect.
No, but like it's just I'm glad that we started with that because you and I both have something in common. We are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And our social media is not just for shits and giggles, although we actually both have real talent. We
Yeah.
make you laugh. You know, we
Right.
make you laugh. We make you think. We get to you.
Yeah.
But we're only on these apps to draw attention to what we have to the
Exactly.
point of sale.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's so crazy because I see them doing now, mind you, I haven't posted in a long time on Instagram, I think since December 1st, because they were
Mhm.
getting on my nerves with the bullshit too.
Mhm.
And I just kind of just went silent. Now they send me messages like, Queen, your reels can make you up to $1,200 to $1,500 if you post reels, because I have this organic following
Mhm.
of over 100,000, 120,000, I believe, followers.
Wow. That's
And
good.
it's like they're sitting there. And
Mhm.
then what's worse is the last video I posted said, follow me at thequeenofshade.com.
Right.
So I'm leading everybody away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're standing me like, come back and you can do this, that, and the other. And guess what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. But they will get from me what I decide to give.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
gave like loyalty. I gave them 6 years straight. That
Mhm.
was where I went viral. So I stayed right there. I didn't build any other app.
Yeah.
I built my Instagram page.
Yeah.
Because
And you had a lot of followers. You had a whole lot of followers.
I
So
still do. And
yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like, and get it. Now I'm in the DMs. Now I'm in the stories. And I even wrote that up there. Follow my stories. This is where I'm
Yeah.
active.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just, it's so crazy because let's face it. Let me put myself out here on a limb here. As an entrepreneur, a lot of people that patronize my business have to be able to afford it.
Yep.
So it's not really the demographic of young people that are watching me.
Mhm.
So I realized that with me now doing this and putting it on YouTube, the demographic that can actually afford me and we can afford to co-support, I'm actually meeting now.
You can, right,
And
exactly.
the crazy thing is, I'm like, people will say, well, your YouTube is new. So where's the clout? Like, how are you getting all of these people to talk to you? Because I've had celebs, I've had everybody from all over the world. They're like, how is this bitch doing this? It's because I have 6 years of building a reputation. And I'm actually leveraging that reputation now to better serve me and not
Exactly.
the app. So
Exactly.
they're a little mad with me. They're a little mad. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
We're creative. We will
I say keep going. Keep going. Don't let it stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah.
So Mr. Dustin, now that we have ranted and raved, tell everyone where you were born, where you're from.
All right. So I'm originally from Detroit.
Okay.
Born and raised in Detroit. When I was 26, I moved to Miami to go do my graduate studies at the University of Miami.
Yeah.
And I lived in Miami for 7 years.
Yeah.
And so now I just relocated to Atlanta.
Yeah.
October 2020. So yeah, so Detroit, Miami, Atlanta.
Wow.
So yeah.
Atlantan.
Yeah, I was Huh?
How do you like it?
It's cool. I mean, I feel like I like the beach. I'm a tropical type of person. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I just like the sun. I like the tropical weather. I like the beach. And Atlanta doesn't really have that. But I mean, it has other things. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Atlanta kind of reminds me of Detroit in a sense, like with the whole like black population and everything like
Yeah.
that. So,
Huge black
but
pop.
Miami, I miss Miami. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I move back. We'll see.
You know what's so crazy? For your brand, I would have
Yeah,
you would have stayed in Miami because
yeah.
that community will buy more swimwear.
Right.
You
I
know,
try I keep a very, very, very close connection to Miami. Like
Mhm.
all of my like really, really close friends
Yeah.
are in Miami. And so they all know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So
So why
they support me.
what prompted the move?
Work. So I ended up during the pandemic, I was just like, well, I was laid off
Yeah.
from my job working in real estate development.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting offered a job here in Atlanta, and I was like, well, I might as well move to Atlanta, fall back on my urban planning degree. So was doing urban planning here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's what brought me here, and so I've been here since. So
Do
yeah.
you like it? Like, do you really like it?
Um,
I've
I
asked that
like it.
question twice. I know I've asked that question twice.
I feel like I feel like you asking me for a reason. But I like Atlanta. It's dope. It's got um a nice party scene, a nice restaurant scene. I don't really go out that much. So, I mean, when I do go out, it's nice to go like to little bars and stuff like that or restaurants and things. So, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool for the most part.
How's it doing? Like I said, how's it doing for your brand? How's it doing for your brand?
I've made a lot of connections here. I will say that, like with photographers and people in the movie business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've actually met some models who
Yeah.
are interested in, wearing the brand and being in my photo shoots and stuff. So I feel like it's growing. Atlanta's growing on me.
Okay.
And I feel like my brand is kind of growing on Atlanta.
Okay.
Like I said, like most of my base is in Miami. So, I'm just trying to get used to like Atlanta and like the people here and everything like that. So, it just comes with the territory. So,
Reason why I asked you is because I actually in 2018 I voyaged to Atlanta to
okay.
to record my debut album.
Okay, cool.
My producer was in Atlanta, and
Mhm.
it was amazing for the workload. But Atlanta had a lot of pollen for me, so I had a lot of greenery, and
Yeah.
a lot of I couldn't handle it. I caught an upper respiratory infection, and I just
Mhm.
But me, I've never really now get this. I live in a community right now where we're predominantly Black,
Mhm.
but I have really never been well received in a community that consists completely of Black people.
Okay.
There's that whole "what are you?" There's that whole
Yeah.
why are you?" There's
Yeah.
that whole "you should be,"
Right.
you shouldn't act. So
Right.
I would not put the knife in me, not my career, but in me,
Mhm.
and bear that city when
Yeah.
I am completely European, and I mean that
Ah.
there are Black Europeans, but I started my career in Paris, so
Yeah.
I'm planning to go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I wouldn't completely put a nail in me. It would
Right.
probably my career would do well because I have
Right.
a huge fan base in Atlanta,
Uh-huh.
but ooh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Go ahead, say it.
But these people are my customers.
Mhm.
I don't want to party with my customers.
Mhm. Yeah. I
You,
get it. I feel you. I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
I mean, I pretty much here in Atlanta, I say to myself, I don't really go out that much. I already had like a preconceived idea about Atlanta.
What was it? What was it? What was it?
It wasn't really good.
Ah,
It wasn't good. Like I just like when I thought about Atlanta, I'm just like, oh, it just seemed like, like it's a party scene and it's also like that scene where like it's like a lot of fighting, a lot of
that's what I
like,
thought.
I'm not really involved in all of that. So
Yeah.
that's why I just kind of like stay to myself. So
yeah, I'm not
yeah.
that either. I'm not that kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I might be here in Atlanta for another few years. Maybe I'll go back to Miami. We'll see. So
You know what was so crazy? I first came across you and then your brand in Miami, and it
yep.
just fit the white sand, your
Yeah.
skin. Then
Yeah.
you were wearing your product. I'm like, God damn, this man
I
is
can't
gorgeous.
walk around Atlanta in no Speedo.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
I
can't
wasn't
walk around
trying to
that.
say it. I usually say what I want to say, but I'm like, ain't nobody wearing no Speedos there.
I can't walk around in a thong and nothing like that around Atlanta. Like, it just don't look right. Like, it's just not.
Right.
It's not cute. But
That's why I asked the question twice, because I was thinking about your brand. I'm like,
yeah.
I've seen it. These are thongs. But I see what you did though. You added compression wear and socks and things like that to appeal to more of a athletic, because Blacks, we do work out. We're athletic people. So I see how you're getting that, the customer push and the customer business from that. But I mean, you know me, I like the thongs. I like, and I'm not talking about on me. I'm talking about on you. I'm like, I can't be on social media, and I'm like, okay, we gonna get over here and get our fix of it. And I'm like, compression pants? They cute, but where the thongs at? Where the boots at? Where the white sand?
Right.
I'm seeing, like, I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, okay. There's a lot of him being inside.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Because I work from home. So like when I'm working at home, like, like if I like get off my emails for a little bit, like I'll make a video or something like that. But it's not like Miami where I could be like, oh, after work, I'm going to the beach. And I'm about to like do a little, video at the beach or whatever, because ain't no beaches here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But you know what? The flip side of that is you're very talented. Like, even when you come up with your concept, you're very welcome. When you come up with your concepts and they make us laugh and just the different things that you do. So I can see how Atlanta could help your career and aspirations into acting and, actual mainstream entertainment. I see that.
It's actually really fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just making the videos, like, I really don't take it too serious when I'm making like TikTok videos and stuff like that. Like, I just do it and I laugh at myself while I'm doing it. So like, I'll fuck up or mess up. Sorry.
You can say fuck up. You can say fuck up.
Like, I'll fuck up.
This is YouTube. This is YouTube. It's not TikTok.
Okay. Like I'll fuck up and like just laugh at myself and like redo it or whatever. It'll take me hours to do it, but it is what it is. So
no, it's fun and it's rewarding because we all love you. We all love you. I know so many people that follow you, so many people that are seeing that beautiful face and beautiful body, and like it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So tell me, like, is the rest of your family back in Detroit?
So my brothers are all in Detroit.
Okay.
My parents moved to they moved to Brazil, then they moved back to Detroit, then they moved to San Francisco, then they moved to Minneapolis. Now they're in Dallas. So, they're not moving no more. They're staying in Dallas. Like, I'm like, please, y'all don't move no more. Like, I can't.
They moved to Brazil.
They're getting too old for that. Like, I'm like, y'all gotta relax, chill. So,
Brazil?
They're in that. Yeah, they were in Brazil like a couple years ago, like maybe like 2012. Before I moved to Miami, they moved to Brazil and then they moved back to Detroit. So
what is it? Just empty nesters?
Work. My dad, he works in a engineering field. So, with the company that he's with, they move him all around. So but I told him, I'm like, y'all gotta relax. Like, for real, like, y'all getting too old for this. Like, please stay in one spot. But so my brothers are in Detroit. All my friends are back there. My friends are in Miami. I have some friends here in Atlanta too. So,
so but you know what I like? You just making the whole world your damn house. You just gonna have gonna have a place everywhere. Like,
listen.
You're just gonna have a place everywhere.
I'm trying to get a place in Miami. So
wow. So get this. You said that you studied, what was it? Urban what?
So I did my undergrad is in urban planning, and then my graduate studies is in real estate development.
Okay, so what is urban plan? Like, because I'm trying to see if it's stereotypical. This is why I'm asking. What's urban planning? Like,
so basically what it is like basically the study of like regulations, like zoning, like basically telling developers what they can build, where they can build it, how they can build it, and stuff like that. Like that's pretty much what it is.
Oh, child, you were meant to be a real estate tycoon. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to be. You know, when I was in college, I wanted to be like all in real estate. You know, and I still do. You know, I've worked for developers and people like that. Like when I was in Miami, I worked for a really big developer who developed Marriott and Hilton brand hotels, and so I worked on a bunch of those projects. So yeah, so now I'm here in Atlanta doing the same thing pretty much, but yeah.
So one thing I like about that though, you are proof, living proof that a degree will help you for real.
Oh yeah. As much as I complain about it and complain about like how much time it takes, how much money it costs, like honestly, I can't say that I would have all of these opportunities that I have now if I didn't, you know, have that backing, you know, that
and the opportunity to launch your own startup.
Exactly. So yeah. I try to keep the brand, his ego, separate from my career, because this is like every day, like when I'm working, I'm like, I wonder if they saw my Instagram, like I wonder if they saw my TikTok, like I wonder if they saw me in a thong, like I'm like, please. I be trying to block people and stuff like that, like before they see me. Because I don't want to walk into a meeting and they be like, oh yeah, like, is this you? And I'm like, oh my God.
Like, no, that is my twin brother. Nope.
Right, exactly. I just lie and be like, no, that's not me.
Nope,
I don't know who that is.
But he look like me. Oh, listen.
But he looked like me though.
That's when you lean into the stereotype. All Black people look alike.
Right. Exactly. So, you know.
But you know what I like about your spirit? I'm going to say this, and I mean it with all positivity. You're a goofball.
I am.
You're a goofball.
I am.
And you know, like people always say, you know, especially women, marry a man that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
But usually, stereotypically, those men that are goofballs are not attractive. But when it comes to you, you fine.
Thank you.
And a goofball.
Thank you.
So it's like, oh, marry a man that makes me laugh, and he's fine. He's fine. He is.
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna be a lot of laughs over here.
That's good.
But there's gonna be a lot of freaky stuff too. So just say it.
I didn't say it. Listen. I don't want your people listen. I want them people telling me, oh, he said some stuff on we had to let him go. Now, see, why you do that? Because now I do my job. So here we go. I got to do it. So tell me, what kind of freaky stuff are you talking about? You say you did that to me.
All type.
You did that to me. I had to go there. I can't ignore it. And what kind is all types? Is this for you to promote your business? Like, what are we freaking for?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with you, you know, like that's what it is. Like, but of course, I have a boyfriend. I'm not on the market, so. But you know, that's just my personality. You know, I'm fun like that. You know, I like to try new things, fun stuff. You know, so you know, that's what it is.
I was saying I was talking too much. I was saying I was talking too much. I said Happy Pride Month.
Oh yes, Happy Pride Month. It is Pride Month. I forgot about that.
It's not Pride Month for me because you know I'm a woman. I was born a woman. Wait! Your face, and I got that on camera.
You just threw me off.
Wait, I got that on camera too.
Oh my God.
Lord, he was like, wait a minute. Am I talking to the right person?
I was like, hold on, like.
You were like, is this the right person? Is this who I thought it was?
Right.
Yeah, no, I was joking. I'm like, it's not my Pride Month. It's y'all Pride Month. I'm a straight acting woman.
Right.
Yeah, right. No, it's Pride Month for us, and I'm just so excited about it. But you know, I'm celebrating it a little differently. I usually don't do a lot of stuff, but being a public figure, I have to create content for this month. Like it has to be so, because we have so many babies right now that are being denied their rights, you know,
Yeah.
especially in Florida and in Texas. So
Yeah.
I have to, it's good to be you, go you, go you, go you. So that's why I'm making a lot of content, but I'm also putting it to the heterosexual community that Pride Month should just be pride for us all. Like it shouldn't
It
be
should.
a human
Exactly.
celebration. And it also shouldn't be just 30 days. Our pride should be
Right. It should be all year.
365, yeah,
Yeah.
24/7. You know, I
Just
did,
like Black History Month should be all year. All year.
you know exactly where I was going, because I still
Exactly.
do this monologue on TikTok that says, you know, my Black history is 24/7, 365. I couldn't possibly
Exactly.
cram it in a
Into
28
1 month.
days.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
shortest month of them all anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. And Black history is, I mean, it stretches far, like from way back in Africa to today. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
just
So
going to
like,
say, I was going to say Black history. I was going to say Black history is still being made because we making
right.
it now. We making it right
Exactly.
now.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly. Yep.
it's something. So this brand, I want to talk about his ego. Where did the name come from? Oh, okay, I think I know that, but we're gonna let you say it. It just clicked. Like it just clicked. Like Beyonce said he got a big ego.
Well, actually, that's a good point. It didn't come from there,
good.
but
Good, you don't owe her no money. Good, you don't owe her no money.
no, I don't. No,
No
please,
inspiration,
no,
right?
no.
No inspiration.
His ego. So it basically just came into my head. Like I don't know how I thought about it, but as I was going through like creating this brand, like way back in 2014, like
Yeah.
a bunch of names that came to me, and I'm just like, I don't really like that. I don't like that. You know, I went with one name, and I'm like, after a while, I wasn't feeling it, and then eventually, it was just like it clicked in my head, like his ego.
Yeah.
Like his ego. Like
Yeah.
I think I was thinking about like his something at first. I'm
Yeah.
like his what? Like what is it? His what?
Yeah.
And then it just came to me like his ego, and so that's what I went with. I ran with it, you know.
I like, okay, now let me use my brain here instead of my goofy side, because I'm goofy too. But I like the idea of his ego because a man should be confident in the intimate wear that he wears. He should feel good. He should look good. He should, you know, be able to show that off. It's confidence for the man. Right. And one thing about men, especially men of our community, is that we love socks and underwear. Yep. You know, listen, back in the day when I wasn't celibate, because it'll be 10 years in August 9th.
Dope.
Yeah, nice. just to focus on my career. You know, you can't look like this and be running around.
Right.
Get thrown all over the place.
Right, because they probably chasing you.
Oh God. I don't go out, and that's the reason I don't go out. I'm not trying. Listen, I don't want to have to smack nobody upside their head for getting a little too flirtatious with me. Like you hug me, and it's like
right, a little too much.
You know, but I was saying at a time many moons ago when I used to be on the dating apps and, you know, throwing the girls all over the place, I would always answer the door in new underwear and socks. It was always the thing. Like that was the attire. Yeah. And I like the idea that you also threw in their swimwear, because that has the potential to just be so large, as far as, you know, with Miami was a great place to do this. But then also, you know, look at Italy and all these beaches, the Rivieras, and things like that. That's a good place to do that. I one of my buddies, who I interviewed, his name, you know him, David Price. He goes by King David, King David's World.
Oh yeah.
King David. He's an artist, a rapper.
I know who that is.
I was following him, and I was waiting because, you know, he struck me as more of a city boy. And he went somewhere, you know, because, you know, I got a lot of guys and I stay on y'all pages. So he actually went somewhere, and he was like, my friends finally convinced me to wear a Speedo. And it was like a big deal because he had never worn it publicly for the camp, like for the gram. And honey, I saved them photos so fast. I was like, every Black man should be in a Speedo. Every single one. Every man
should be in a Speedo. Don't be scared. You know, I've encountered so many of us that, you know, like they just scared to like step outside their comfort zone and like wear a thong or like wear a Speedo or like, you know, like it don't make you feminine. It don't make you a woman, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with femininity. There's nothing wrong with any of that.
Yeah.
I think people have a complex where they're just like, oh, I don't want nobody to think I'm feminine, or I don't want nobody to think I'm a bottom or something like that. And that's not, clothes don't make you any of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like wearing a certain type of attire don't make you that. You feel me? So I just encourage people.
And then who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares at the end of the day, right?
Like the police are busy policing us. They're not policing what we wear.
Exactly.
But look at that. Thank God they're not.
Right, exactly.
Because it could be really like, do they know about Russia? Do they know about Ukraine? Do they know about these countries where they're under a reign, or you know, Cuba? Like, do they know that these people make decisions and everybody got to do what they say?
Yep.
You know, it's like you need you, instead of frowning on men that choose to do that, be thankful that there's a choice and that you furthermore get to choose what you want.
Right, exactly. And even more than that, like embrace your sexuality, embrace your body. You know what I'm saying? Like look in the mirror and be like, damn, I look good. You know what I'm saying? Wearing this thong or wearing, you know, these boxer briefs or these compression tights. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk through the gym and, you know, in my compression tights that you see on the website. And, you know, I have all the different colors and stuff like that. And I walk through the gym and I'm like, y'all see me, I see y'all, but y'all, more importantly, y'all see me though. So
I used to wear compression. I used to wear compression clothes to the gym too. And I had a couple of straight guys try to get me thrown out, try to get me, will you, like the manager of the gym came to me and was like, well, will you change? And I'm like, no, I work out very hard for this body. I'm in here every day.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I said, and look at them. They're not even using their membership the way I'm using my membership, and you bring me.
Wow.
So he apologized, and then their district manager, I think regional manager. Their regional manager came in, because I go in the mornings to the when I go in the gym, because I don't have time any other time. So this was the morning. I'm on the elliptical because I do that for my lung capacity to sing. And their regional manager walks in and I'm like, Carly? And she's like, Bjorn? And I'm like, we went to school in the suburbs together. We graduated class of 2000 together.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So get this. We're talking. She's asking me. We're catching up. I'm in my compression pants. People are looking crazy. And I just so happen to I'm like, girl, I'm like, this gym I'm over. And she's like, nah, don't be over it. We're trying to get you to stay. We need people that look like you in here to bring other people in here.
Exactly.
So I'm like, well, I'm not going to be. I'm looking for a gym. And she's like, why? And I told her. He said, what? The manager. She was like, I'll fix it. Honey, I went back to the elliptical. The next day I walked in there, he couldn't even look at me. He couldn't even look at me. And I was just like, and I just laughed because I was just like, here you are messing with the gay guy, and you don't even know who the gay guy knows.
He'll never do that. He'll never do that again.
He'll never do that again in his life.
He's scared of you now.
And then get this. Then all the guys that wanted me out start talking to me. Man, how do you do this? And how do you work out all the time? And then they start giving. And then here go now. Y'all, these are the straight men.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remind me of a gazelle. I'm not a springbuck.
Right.
I'm not an antelope to be running around. I'm not something you chase.
Right. Exactly. Wow, that's crazy.
My one friend was like, take it as a compliment. Gazelles are beautiful, beautiful animals. I'm like, honey, gazelles get eaten.
Nah, I don't want to be compared to no gazelle.
Right? Now, mind you, get this. Now, you have to understand about me. I have long legs. I started as a fashion model. So everywhere I go, I'm catwalking. You know, I'll be 40 in September, but I was 19 when I started modeling. Yeah.
Wow.
So the catwalk is there. You can't cut it out. It'll grow right back.
Right.
So they see that and they're just like, oh, you know, and my body's tight and my butt is high, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, don't look at me like that.
Right.
Don't look at me. I'm not something you eat. I'm not something you eat. I'm not something you ravage. No,
I'm not a piece of meat.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you know what's so funny, but I said to them, I'm like, you're the meat, not me.
Right. Right.
You're what I eat, not me.
Right. Exactly.
And then they're like, oh, okay. And they love it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. People are
Yeah.
nuts. But I said all of that to say, men should feel comfortable and
Mm-hmm.
confident in
Mm-hmm.
everything that they wear, but especially in their closely intimate attire, their
Exactly.
underwear, their athletic wear, their Speedo, their beach wear.
Exactly.
They should
Exactly.
feel very comfortable.
You should. You
Yeah.
should. You should. Absolutely. You should feel comfortable in your body, comfortable in your skin, and it's okay if you want to wear something a little bit different that shows some skin or maybe is a little tighter, around the waist or whatever, just be comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's it.
Does your boyfriend like the Speedos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you said that. You're like, yeah, he do. He do. Yeah, I saw a post like I hadn't seen him before because you're very private. You're very private, and there was a post, and you're like, okay, I just did a fresh shave, and you like walk out and you throw the towel.
Oh yeah.
He throw the towel at him, and he on the phone like.
He was still on the phone.
Right? Like, he ain't out. Let me call you back.
Listen, this man was in a whole work call meeting. I'm like, damn, like I can't even get him off the damn phone. Shit.
But that's okay though. That's okay though. After he paid that mortgage, then he'll be ready. Like he'll be ready. Right. Once that mortgage payment go in, then men, we all once them bills hit, we like, oh, we ready now. Like
right.
All right, good. Yeah.
Exactly.
So like with your wear, one thing about Atlanta, and I see it quite often, is they do a lot of like showcases, fashion showcases, things like that. Yep. Have you ever thought, okay, yeah, I'll say that and then I'll ask the next question, but I'm gonna ask them both at the same time. I was gonna say, have you been in any showcases in Atlanta to kind of get your brand out there? But then also the next question I want you to answer, because they're the same question, but Miami has Miami Swim Week.
Yep, they do.
So
they do. So to answer about Atlanta, I have not been a part of any showcases here in Atlanta. Okay. When I got here to Atlanta, we were in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah. So things were kind of crazy. Like some stuff was open, some stuff was closed, some stuff was happening, some stuff wasn't. So I kind of was just like, let me just chill, focus on the brand, focus on getting everything I need prepared for 2022 when I'm ready to actually go forward and push this out. Yeah. As far as Miami goes, Miami has Miami Swim Week. Yeah. Is it Swim Week or Swim Month? I think it's Swim Week Swim Week every year. Yeah. So it's always been something that I wanted to do. Yeah. It's just a matter of me actually being prepared to do it. I don't like to half do things. Right. I don't like stuff thrown together just so that I can say that I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it correctly. Yeah. And it needs to be, A1. Like that's it. Like I don't like anything half done. You
sound like a Capricorn, but what's your birth sign?
Gemini.
Oh, that's even worse.
I'm a Gemini, so I go up and down. Like I have my moments where I'm like sweet as pie, and then I have my moments where like I could be like an asshole. Like I know I can, and I try to like keep that side tame, because that's not how you do business. Like you can't get forward anywhere with anybody being a bitch. You know what I mean? Like it just don't work like that. Like you gotta be chill, you gotta keep you cool, you gotta be nice, all of those things. And make sure it come from a genuine place. So yeah.
Well, there's one thing I have to disagree with you about. Mm-hmm. I made my entire career being a bitch. I'm the one exception.
The one exception.
And then when I got here, I showed everybody that I actually was nice.
Yeah, exactly. But see,
it wasn't a gimmick. Like I had to be shady. I was the queen of shady. I had to be a shady bitch. Like
exactly. But that wasn't who you was. No. Who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not who you wanted to be. So yeah.
Yeah. They're looking at me now like somebody said to me the other day, "You ain't the queen of shade, you the queen." And it was a nasty comment. They were like, "You ain't the queen of shade, you the queen of sunshine. I came over here for some shade." I said, "Well, honey, I welcome you too. Stay a while. You might hear something you like."
Right, exactly.
They stayed. They followed. It was
right. They still gonna follow.
They're gonna follow. They're gonna follow. Hell yeah. Yes, they are. They're gonna follow to the day that they die.
Right. Exactly. So
You know, I've featured you on my page before.
yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
And I
all the
remember,
features,
but get this,
all of them.
I remember the last one because you were standing on the beach in Miami and your legs looked so long. But it was also because of the way the camera was positioned, like to, you know, looking up, but you were in like, I think maybe a Speedo or something like that, but your legs looked amazing. And I just was like, he's all leg.
I am.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's good. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Me too.
5'10" and a half, 5'11", somewhere
I'm
around
5'11" and I'm all leg. I'm all leg,
there.
teeth, and hair and face.
Yeah, I am very much like my legs. I just sometimes like I have to buy like certain pants because it's like sometimes when I'm especially dress pants, like they'll like come up too high above my ankle, and I'm like, why these don't fit right? Like I don't understand. And then I turn around and like my ass is all high because I got a high butt. You know what I'm saying? So like my ass is high, so I can't let the pants like come down a little bit. Like I have to pull them up on my waist, and when I pull them up on my waist, the bottom down by the ankles comes up obviously, and so I'm like, I look like fucking Steve Urkel. Like,
you know what it means? It just means that you're destined to have tailored clothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, my inseam. I have a my inseam. I have a 35 inseam.
Oh, okay.
I'm all leg.
Yeah. All legs.
And your inseam usually matches your arm as well. And it's I have a 35 inseam.
Wow.
5'11".
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But that was fashion. They were.
Yeah.
I was in, child. I was in till I went crazy and ruined my own career. But that's okay. I was diagnosed bipolar 1, PTSD, and acute anxiety from my childhood. So the stress of constantly working without having my supports in place, I couldn't do it. So I had to bow out of it. But okay.
I'm sure that's a lot. It's a lot, but you made it. You here today.
I was gonna say 17 years later, and the workload is still like massive, but I do it all within my power. So
yeah, exactly. You're doing a good job. You're doing an amazing job. So yeah.
What's your favorite Queen of Shade wig? Please say this one because I just.
It's so many. Like it's so many. I'm sure I can't think of one right now, but I'm sure I've seen one of your videos. I'm like, wow, like she looks really, really good. like you look good.
A lot of people. Shout out to my sister, Cassandra Lewis, who's an actor. And oh my gosh, she was in Barbershop. And
that's what's up.
Back in the day, she dropped this, came by the mail today. She said, honey, I got something for you. You needed this. So I go and I open the box and it's wigs. Real hair wigs and lace in the front. And I said, look, and I pulled it out. It smells so good. I said, girl. And that's the thing. Like I'm two-spirited. So I have a masculine side and a feminine side as well. And my masculine side is more of a schoolboy kind of thing, a prep boy where he wears the, cardigans and the little bow tie. And that's the kind of side that is my male side. And then my female side is this freaking goddess that's just so sexy. And she's the protector of all of us, like of all. But she sent it to me and I'm just like, I love wigs is what I wanted to say. I'm obsessed with them and I'm bald under here. So, I could play all day. I ain't got to worry about no hair. I ain't got to worry about no hair. I could change all the time.
Switch it up. Just switch it up.
And you know me, I got that big old fan and everything. To blow it and gives them the effect. And 6 years of mastering how to do my own face. I can't do anybody else's.
Yeah.
I can do my face, and then I just got into lashes because one of my buddies who does makeup, his name is Ryan Butler, out of New York. He did, does the faces of models and beauty people all over and celebrities. He said to me, like, and most people don't even understand. I've said this to a couple of people and they're like, wow, the makeup that he had me get, because I have a lot of lights in here to achieve this, this color and this screen appearance. So the makeup that he suggested for me is actually HD. You can get actual makeup that is high definition for lights. so you don't damage your skin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
exactly.
dope. That's what's
Isn't it
up.
like, isn't it crazy?
I never heard of that before. That's what's up.
Exactly. I had never heard of that either. And then he was like,
Wow.
a lash goes a long way. So I've had a lot of people help me get to where I am. It takes a village. But yeah, most people are like, where did you get that high definition? I'm like, yeah, honey, I'm not going to damage my skin. And the thing about my foundation is it's not clay. It's not clay and it's not liquid. It's a powder. It's a powder.
Okay.
I put it on. And me, from fashion, you had to be beautiful.
Yeah.
It couldn't be a lot of contour. It couldn't be, because when you walked into the tents to do the show, you had to be barefaced.
Right. Yeah. All natural. Right.
Exactly. So I like to just even my tone, and then I mess with my eyes. I add contacts, I add lashes and eyeshadow. But for the most part of it, and the red lip, for most part of it, I just do a brown face. And that's what I do, and that's all I need. I don't do all the baking and all the other stuff that I see everybody doing, and all that stuff. No, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
Not knocking them, but that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But
I do cocoa butter.
Yes, but get this. When I'm not like this, and I wash my face, I just use cocoa butter. That's it.
Yeah, I just do cocoa butter and like a little rosehip oil or whatever, and that's it. So
you have a little bit of an accent.
Everybody always say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I thought.
It sounds Floridian. It sounds Floridian.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. I did live in Florida for like 7 years. So I have lost my Detroit accent and picked up Florida, I guess. So yeah.
I've never been to Florida, but I keep saying I have to get down there. Yeah.
You never been?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Never been.
Wow. Okay. You got to get to Miami.
I was going to say, went all the way to Paris and London and no.
Yeah. You got to get to Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, you'll like it. I feel like you'll like it.
But nobody will recognize me though. I'll come in my backwards cap and just leave me alone.
Yeah. Nah, Miami is dope. Florida is dope. I miss Florida. The weather is always nice.
Yeah.
It's always something to do. So, yeah.
The food, the mixes.
Yes.
Food.
You have Cuban, Haitian, Jamaican, Bahamian, Brazilian, soul food. Just everything.
So, and my thing is when you work out that much, you live in that community, you work out, you need that protein.
You do.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yep, it is. So
tell me, are the compression pants new?
Yes, these compression pants are new. I've never had this before.
And I saw the short, because you do a short with a tight underneath. Is the tight a part of the short?
So those tights are built into the shorts.
Yes.
So the shorts, the Hizigo shorts have compression built into them, so that you don't have to worry about wearing underwear or anything like that. The compression is built in, and so it gives you the support that you need. So. Yeah.
I had to let you finish so you could promo this, but tell them whose body that is.
That's me, actually. Yes. That is me. That's me.
Make sure y'all get a good look. We're just gonna lead us here. Wow. Go ahead. So what was the idea behind this? Because the compression is amazing. Like, I love compression.
Yeah. So basically, comfort behind the shorts was comfort. I know that understanding that some guys may not want to wear compression tights, like the full legging tights. I wanted to offer something else to those guys who maybe didn't want to wear the compression tights. So I felt like shorts would be a good thing to have, and it's summertime, and it's got compression built into it for the comfort, like I said. So
people listen, they better get into compression pants. You lose a lot of weight wearing them.
Yeah, you do.
Absorbents, and I wore them all year round.
Yeah.
That was my, like, I had the compression top and compression pants. That was all I wore in the gym. I did not play. You can move. You can get, like, literally. And
that's the thing about compressions, is that when you just wear compression tights, it allows you to get more movement. It allows you more agility.
Yes.
And it's less fabric in the way, you know, because
Yes.
sometimes when I'm doing like stretches or doing yoga or something like that, like if I'm wearing, you know, basketball shorts, like the fabric literally gets in the way
It's
of what
restrictive.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah, it's restrictive.
And compressions are better for that. Compressions are better for anything really. Like you can run, do yoga, even weightlifting.
Yeah.
I feel like compressions are the best to
You know
wear.
what I want to also say too? They're good just to wear out, like just period. When you're being
Yeah.
active,
Yep.
like you don't
Yep.
have to just buy them being in the gym. Like
Yep. Absolutely.
they fit
Absolutely.
life. Like they
Yep.
fit life. Like,
Yep.
you know,
I go
because
to
we
the
have a lot
grocery
of
store.
women. I was gonna say, yes, I was
I
gonna
go to the grocery
say,
store and so like this
yeah.
tank top and these compressions, I wear it to the grocery store
Yeah,
sometimes. So
because I was
yeah,
going to say women do it all the time, and you see that around the country. What they wear, it's compression. They're
yeah,
tights, they're leggings. Yeah,
yeah.
men, we can do it too, honey. You ain't.
Men can do it too. Men
Yeah,
can do it too, you know. So but yeah, so it's for me, it's all about, you know, his ego sport was all about comfort,
mhm,
practicality,
yeah.
and attention. You know, obviously, who
I love
doesn't
the
like
color.
a little bit of attention here and there, you
A
know, so add some
little.
color in
Those
it.
colors stand out.
Yeah, yeah. So the red and the blue and the neon green is what we got going right now. So red shorts, blue shorts, and the black shorts with the neon green, and then the compressions are all black, but they have the different stitchings. So neon green stitching, blue stitching, and red stitching,
You
and
know
then
what?
you have the matching top. So
You know what? You got to definitely make sure you get your product in the hands of all these guys online that are
absolutely,
fitness
yep,
trainers and things like that. Well, I definitely can help you with that.
yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah,
them all. So
yeah.
it's just like you need to just I'll send them to you. You just,
Yeah,
and
definitely. Send them my way, you know.
yeah,
Any promo, you know, will
yeah,
come with free
yeah,
um
yeah,
free fitness wear, his ego sport. So yeah,
yeah. Like yeah,
absolutely.
because they're, oh, I have two people that are in mind. Marvin, you might not know Marvin. Hold on, Marvin. He is an engineer.
Oh, okay, cool.
And listen, this man is gorgeous. This man is gorgeous. Share this profile. I can do this during the show. I do this during the show because I just want to illustrate that it's my damn show and I do what the hell I want. I can stop right there. There we go. So that's Marvin. Who else was I thinking about? I know Marvin. Demetrius is another one. I'll get into all of them. Trust me.
Okay.
Listen, I know I have thousands of guys.
Yeah,
Thousands.
I know. Yeah,
He said,
I know.
I know. I've been showing guys since 2003.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
started on
yeah.
MySpace,
I
even on,
was I was I was still in high school.
ah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, you were being born.
Born
Yeah, you were just born.
in
You're young.
2003?
Yeah, you're young.
No, no, no. In 2003, I was just being born as gay. I was finding out about myself.
All right, so you know what?
But
You're not
yeah,
that far behind, but you're not that far behind me because, like, literally, I graduated 2000.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. I
you're
graduated in '06, so
yeah,
yeah, we're not too far behind.
yeah.
Yeah,
My God. But
yeah.
so tell me, what else can we expect from this His Ego brand? Because I saw a harness.
So you can expect a lot more from his ego brand. So in the
But you know what?
future,
The reason why I asked this is because
uh-huh.
I see this being I see this brand starting and having different components to it. But I feel clothing coming. Like I feel like this is going to be a whole like real powerhouse, like a design house.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm taking it one step at a
Of
time.
course, of course.
But you know, I definitely see this being something bigger. I mean, you know, this is not something that I'm doing just you know, to get a little bit of attention. Like
Right.
I don't really care about, you know, popularity and stuff like that. Like I'm doing this because this is important to me. Like
Yeah.
this means something to me, you
Yeah.
know, his ego brand. So this is not just some fly by night, you know, me trying to make a couple of dollars. Like that's not what this is. Like I'm trying to build a reputation. I'm trying to build a brand.
Yeah.
And so and then so going forward, there's going to be nightwear, erotic wear, and obviously we know the swimwear. We have the swimwear and the underwear and the sportswear, so that's all going to expand. But the interesting thing is that the erotic wear, you mentioned harnesses, that will have like harnesses, like different types of things, like with straps and stuff like that, like real sexy type stuff. You feel me? So, and it's called His Ego Erotique, not erotic. His Ego Erotique. So you all can look forward to that. That's going to be coming, down the line, and as well as the nightwear too. So.
Oh, see, I got to get all my guys in your stuff. I'm gonna just start sending you people and just tell you, reach out to them, tell them the Queen of Shit.
Yeah. And then the website too, you know what I'm saying? Like the website is gonna be, it's more than just a website where you go and you shop for His Ego brand items, I recently just launched a blog on the website. So I'm gonna be doing like little 2-minute reads. It's not gonna be anything long. It's gonna be little 2-minute reads. You can go on and like get my perspective on something. Like I think last week I did the first blog, which was my journey with creating His Ego brand. And so I pretty much put it into a little paragraph. It's a little 2-minute read. So I compacted like 7 years worth of information into a paragraph. So
I know the feeling.
I encourage people to take a look at the website, hisegobrand.com. Look around, go to the blog, enter in your information, so that you can get updates on new stuff coming out. So
I am glad that you're in Atlanta for work, but you need to go back to Miami. You need to go back to Miami. Like I'm a firm believer that if something is not broke, don't fix it. Like literally, you didn't even need like production. You just go out to the beach with white sand and just click, click, click. And like it has on your Instagram, it just has a different vibe when you see that in a tropical environment. It's like, it just really, like I'm loving the compression pants. I do. I love them. I love them. I'm gonna have to get me some, or somebody gonna have to send me some.
I got you. I heard that.
But like I just, I love that you're there for work, but like these kinds of brands, like you belong at the beach, like you belong at the beach. Like this is what you wear. Women wear their active wear on the beach when they're, like you said, when they're doing their yoga, stretching,
or jogging or whatever,
like it just, Atlanta has what it has. I mean, you're meeting famous people, you're meeting other entrepreneurs, but I also feel like it can be kind of a double-edged sword because yes, there's nobody there that does what you do, but also because there's nobody there that does what you do as far as Speedos, is there a market for it? You see, like those are the questions.
Because there's no water. There's no water, there's no beaches or anything. So, it's kind of difficult, in that sense, because it's just like, how do I market, Speedos and swimwear in Atlanta? That's more of a Miami thing. You obviously you can go to the pool in Atlanta, but
I was gonna say you go to pool parties.
You can go to a pool party, but that doesn't happen all the time, but sportswear, I feel definitely is marketable here in Atlanta, both here in Atlanta and Miami, and everywhere, really. Because you can go to the gym anywhere, you can go outside and work out anywhere, really.
Anywhere. So it's kind of, I like that because it's kind of like damage control. It's like, damn, I had to move for work and I got these skills, but now let me invent something that I can do while I'm here. Like
exactly, because I can't go to the beach no more. So what am I gonna do? Walk around in a Speedo around Atlanta? Like that's not gonna happen. I'm not walking around in no thong.
You need security to do that. You need security.
Exactly. So
things will happen.
But the point is that you got to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you have to do sometimes in life. When you have to move to another city or whatever, like you have to pivot and find something that works for that time. And then when things change, you have to pivot again. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. You got to keep moving. You can't stop.
Now, this is my one Pride Month question.
Yeah.
Did your boyfriend move from Miami with you, or did you meet him in Atlanta?
No. So we actually met in Trinidad. And then he lives in Brooklyn, and I lived in Miami. So we're separate. We're still not in the same place, but we're actually in the process of working to be in the same place. So yeah.
But you see, you met a man on the beach. Ding, 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 ding. You just told all these tired girls, you want a man? Travel and hit the beaches.
Yep, exactly.
How long have you guys been together?
So it'll be 4 years in September.
You playing with me. 4 years.
Yeah, it'll be 4 years in September. So yeah.
Oh my God! This ain't no boyfriend. That's a husband. That's a husband and a husband at the same time.
Yeah. It's we getting to that point. So
what is it? You don't want to move and he don't want to move.
No, it's just like he wants to move. Like, he wants to move. He's in the process of actually trying to get all of that worked out.
But you know what? To relocate a career. See, that's
he doesn't have to worry about that. I mean, like, he works remotely, so he can work from wherever.
Okay.
But he's in the process of coming to here, Atlanta. And so we're gonna be in the same place finally after 4 years. So yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask this question because I don't get this. I don't get this a lot. How did you guys make it work?
Whew. Takes a lot of work. Like, honestly, I always said I would not be in a long distance relationship. Right. I always said that. But like when we met, it was like, okay, like we met out of the country.
Yeah.
I knew he lived in New York. I lived in Miami. And so we just kind of it just kind of flowed. Like, we talked to each other like every single day. Like, I don't think it's a day that has gone by in the past 4 years that we haven't like talked,
right,
on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, it takes work.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you want to be in a long distance relationship, it does take work.
But you know what? I'm going to help you so you don't have to give away all of your secrets here, because I heard something.
Yeah.
For it to work, you both have to be engaged. Like, you both have to be engaged. Like, this is who I want. This is who I want. Now let me keep at it. Let me never stop.
And it's hard because you have to make a conscious decision. Like, okay, like we 1,000 miles apart or whatever. Like, but you have to like make a conscious decision that like, okay, this is what I want to do, and then it's all in your mind. So it's easy for you to be like, oh, well, what is that person doing like right now? Like, we so far apart. Like, where are they actually? You know what I mean? Like, what are they doing really? You know. But I had to train myself not to get into that type of thought process because it's distracting. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
And it can kind of like
insecurity too.
Yeah. And it comes into your life. And like when you're thinking like that, it distracts you from work. It distracts you from, just friendships. It distracts you from everything. And so it ends up just kind of like destroying your relationship. So
yeah,
I don't worry about stuff like that.
Well, now I know why. Now I know why his ego erotic is coming out, because there was a lot of phone conversations. Yeah, what you got on? I got on this harness and these compression pants. Oh, what you gonna do in them? I'm gonna go to the supermarket. Oh. Don't get me started, y'all.
That is funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Ooh, what you gonna buy when you get to the supermarket? Some celery. Ooh.
Celery. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
No, get it. I'm showing my hand here. I'm very imaginative. For 2 years of my life, back in 2008 and 2009, I was a female phone sex agent. So
really?
Yes, I have an imagination.
How was that? That's
That is where
interesting.
that did it. I spoke to straight men that did not know I was a man. And
Mhm.
that was where I cut my chops with my comfort level with my voice. My voice had always
Okay.
been peculiar. It had always been unique, and it had
Mhm.
always brought pain with it. People always attacked me, hurt me, things like
Mhm.
that over my voice. So I hated to use it. But when
Yeah.
I got on that line and I had men request me, and that was the thing, we had special codes. So the man, and we were in a call center, just like it could have been a car, automotive, like a customer service call center,
Mhm.
same
Mhm.
thing. And then they dial in and you sitting there, you're not all boudoired up. This is
Right, right.
in a cubicle. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing this, and there's a girl next to you. And the ironic thing was, her calls never bled into your calls when she's doing all her sounds and different things like that. But what it
Hmm.
helped me to realize was that a lot of men really enjoyed what I had to offer.
Hmm.
That being
Okay.
my voice and
Okay.
my creativity and my uniqueness. And
Mhm.
then like me, I've been a trans illusionist is what we call it, but it's cross dresser. I'm a cross dresser. I've been
Okay.
a cross dresser since I was 8. So I've
Ah.
always, it's a part of me. I said on TikTok,
Hmm.
can't cut it out. It's like a part of breathing for me.
Yeah.
It's just what I do. I love to do it. I feel like this is like, there was a show when I was little called Jim and the Holograms, about
Mhm.
high school girl who, she was a regular high school girl. She was popular. I wasn't, but she would go into this machine called Synergy, and it would transform her into a female rock star. So
Okay.
me and these clothes, it was kind of like and then my childhood was hard. I didn't have my mother and
Mm.
my father. Crack came out in the 80s, took
Mhm.
them out of here, mental illness. So
Yeah.
this persona was like my protection, you
Yeah.
know. But nowadays I protect her because I've been stalked. I've been,
Wow.
men are,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
men are,
crazy.
yeah, men, even out of this, men are,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been accosted before. So
That's crazy. Wow.
it's the reason I
Wow.
don't go out a lot. It's the reason I don't
Yeah.
go out a lot.
Yeah.
I know the
Because
honey.
it's a lot of crazy people out here.
Yeah. I was
So,
getting ready to say, you know how to say, I know the honey in my voice. I was gonna say, I know the honey between my legs.
right. Exactly. Exactly.
But get this, I also learned on that line that
Uh-huh.
a lot of and now get this, because the call center was open 24/7, 7 days a week. Like it
Hmm.
all year round. I worked Christmas, I worked New Year's, I worked all
Hmm.
the holidays, 4th of July, everything they would call. And I realized that a lot of straight men's fantasies were transvestites, me, and
Hmm.
transgender women.
Wow.
So it made me say, well, you know what? I've always cross-dressed. Let me try this and see what happens. And
Voila.
yeah.
Voila. Well, you do it good. You do it real good. So, you know, I don't think I could do that.
Well, that's okay.
Not with all it is.
Ah!
Not with all it is.
Listen.
So,
I never was the type of person that got a lot of hair on my face. And then I also had
yeah.
laser hair removal. So to me,
Oh, okay.
I keep that. I make sure that I keep that so that I don't, but it's, it's not for everyone. And that's,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's kind of funny too, because on that line, a lot of those men, they wanted transgender women and transvestites because
Mhm.
the way that they wanted the fantasy was they wanted the transvestite or the transgendered woman to screw them. But
Ah.
they wanted her to look like a woman so that
Hmm.
she could get by and have social graces and be elegant. But
Hmm.
she really, because get this, it was psychological.
Hmm.
They were men. They were always in power. The
Mm-hmm.
fantasy of a lot of men is to give up control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why. So
Hmm.
so then I learned that these men are actually wanting me. Like this is what they want. Like, and me,
Wow.
I'm a blouse anyway, so I'm a feminine type.
Yeah.
So it just made sense.
Yeah.
These men were literally teaching me about me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
That's an experience.
Yeah.
That's definitely an
Trust
experience.
me, it's gonna go in the book, child. It's gonna go in the book, child. It's gonna go in the book. But
Yeah.
I had women asking me to teach courses, to teach them how to do it, because it was so psychological and
Hmm.
so powerful.
Hmm.
Just the way, like I even use it like now, even when I'm speaking and I'm
Hmm.
talking on camera, I know how to lull my voice.
Yeah.
People interested and then
Right.
keep them
Right.
interested. And it's the first thing that all men say to me, your voice. I could listen to you.
Yeah.
I could listen to you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't need, and get it. I didn't need training with that, Dustin. I came with that.
Hmm. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
were women in the call center that were jealous of that. I came
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
That
It's natural. It came natural for you. It
yeah,
came
it was
natural for
natural.
you.
I needed no training.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was difficult
Wow.
being the only boy in there though.
Yeah. Hmm.
And being the only boy who had traveled outside of the country. So when my stories were being told, I had
Hmm.
real exotic stories instead
Hmm.
of, my black girls, because it was black women in there. A lot
Yeah.
of black women, but
Hmm.
young black girls. So it was just like, oh, they would just get to the sex. I'm wearing this, I'm wearing that. But the men started talking to me because I was like a Renaissance woman. I traveled. I talked about fashion. I talked about
Hmm.
what I loved and run with
Hmm.
this and get it. At one point, I had to tell them, no, sweeties, you can't do that. But they
Hmm.
wanted to send, one girl got Cartier jewelry.
Wow.
Yeah, but get this, she wasn't allowed to take it because
Okay.
yes, they had to send it back because we weren't allowed to take gifts like that because they weren't supposed to know where we were located.
Location. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
some men are smart.
Yeah.
And get this, the company was Jewish owned, and I'm from Philadelphia. Hint,
Hmm.
hint, hint. And
Yeah.
all around the country, you have all of
Hmm.
these like nudie magazines that have the call numbers in the back of them for straight men. Call this woman
Hmm.
lonely. Call this. They all lead into. I can say it now because I'm no longer there, but I don't want to put anybody else in jeopardy. But they all lead into this central location.
Okay.
So
Wow.
every number you dial leads into
That's crazy. Wow.
one call center.
All from the back of a magazine.
All from the back of the magazine.
Funny story. Speaking of a back of a magazine, I remember when I was younger, there's this like thing in Detroit. It's called the Metro Times. It's like a little magazine that it's like free. You just pick it up from wherever,
Yeah.
You open the back of it and it's like all of these different like ads in the back. And so I remember I was like maybe like a 14-year-old boy. And I just remember opening it and I was already curious about men. So like I was looking, I'm like, what's all these like men in here with their shirts off? Like, I don't know what this is. Like, what does this mean? And they got phone numbers on here. So like, I remember one day, I had a cell phone. My parents bought me a cell phone. I remember I went outside because I didn't want my parents to hear me on the phone. I went outside. I was like, I'm gonna call one of these numbers and see what this is. I called the number and a guy picked up. And I'm thinking like, I guess in my mind as a 14-year-old boy, I'm like, we just gonna be like friends or something. Like maybe
Yeah.
like this is a way to make friends like with other gay men or whatever.
Yeah.
So I called and he picked up and he's like, yeah, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing. I'm just calling a number. Like, what's up? And he was like, well, I charge 100 and and like he started naming all of his charges. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I don't know what this is, but okay. Like,
Awesome, man.
I'm 14. I don't have no money. Like,
Oh no.
so yeah, that was
They
my
were
experience.
escorts.
Yeah, they were escorts, exactly. And I had no idea. And like at 14, I didn't know what that was. Like, I'm like an
Yeah.
escort. Like, what is that?
Isn't it
So
crazy how we as gays, we learn so much when we get older?
yeah, yeah.
It's like the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
And
Like
deeper
we
and deeper. You
like,
just
yeah,
keep
it's like
learning.
we as gay men, we like, what? There's more. They rolling out with this now? Like
Yep.
now I gotta know about this.
Yep. We just keep
Oh.
going and going and going. And you just learn as you go.
Sooner or later, it's just gonna be. Listen, like the world is going backwards. They keep saying, "Oh, we're moving forward." No, men just gonna be walking around naked. It's just gonna be all. That's just gonna be what it is. You're gonna be able to go to gay bars naked. That's just where it's going.
Just butt ass naked.
That's where it's going. That is where it's going. Because my God.
Might as well.
So tell me, do you have any? Like, did you attend Miami Sizzle?
Not this year. I wasn't able to make it this year because
So
I had
you were
just
working.
launched. Yeah, I had to launch His Ego Sport, so I wasn't able to go. I was promoting it, however, and so I hope everybody who saw the promos that I put out went. But I have been in the past many times, so um, I can always go to Miami. So
Oh, at least you didn't move across the country or too far away.
no, I'm not that far. I'm not that
You
far.
in Georgia.
I
That's
always
not that
say
far.
I always say I'm never moving out the Eastern time zone.
Right,
So,
right, right. Like, hold up.
yeah.
Because people keep asking me, are you gonna move to California? Hell no, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to Europe.
Right.
I'm gonna keep a base here.
You want to go back to Paris?
Yep, I'm gonna go to. And the thing is, what I was gonna do was I was gonna go straight to Paris because I have a lot of connections there, and I sing and I do so many different things. So they're like, "Come here, it will be easy for you. Like you will be, you'll be cool."
Yeah.
So the thing is, I want dual citizenship, but dual citizenship is very difficult for France. So
Okay.
I learned that if I stop over in Lisbon, because I have friends there, Portugal, and seek citizenship there, the citizenship of Lisbon opens me up to 28 other countries. And France is one of
Okay.
them.
Okay. That's what's up. That's good.
I found
Okay.
a way to do it. So I found a way.
Okay.
See, but that's what keeps happening to me. People keep helping me get better.
Yeah.
Helping me achieve what I want to achieve. Because I'm sure people watch like, oh, she want to go to France. You know, the dual citizenship is so hard to get. Well, no, honey, she found a way.
Right.
She found a way.
Yeah, it's always another way. So yeah.
Listen, as entrepreneurs, we know that. Oh, honey, one monkey don't stop no show.
No, it don't. Like I said, you always got to pivot. You always got to be ready to make that move.
I like that word. I like that you say that. Pivot.
Yeah. Yes, you always got to be ready because anything can come up, and when it come up, you got to be ready to make another move. You know. So yep.
I'm so glad I spoke to you today. We just kind of chatted. We chatted.
I'm so glad you invited me. I was like, when you asked me, I was like, oh my God, like she want me to be on. Like I was like, perfect.
So tell me, give me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
Ooh, okay. Perseverance.
Yes.
Strength.
Yes.
And courage.
Yeah. I got 2 more for you. Long distance.
Long distance, yes. Long distances. Hopefully that long distance will be shortened.
It's gonna be short. Listen, it's about time for a ring. So yeah. It's time for a ring.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're a Gemini. What's he?
Aries.
Oh man.
Ooh. So can you imagine?
Oh man.
Can you imagine? Because I'm a very, I'm chill most of the time, but
you're the air
yes,
sign.
and I'm a very headstrong type of person, like, and I don't like being told what to do.
Right.
But he's also a very like headstrong type of person, and he likes to be like, you need to, and I'm like, hold up, like. You're not about to tell me what to do, like, and so sometimes we be like, like that, but it is what it is,
That's okay though. It happens. It's Pride Month. We're not perfect.
Yeah, nah.
So we fight it out, and then the makeup sex is mind blowing. Like, babe, where you going? I'm going to the grocery store. What you going to get? Celery. Ooh. What you gonna do with that celery? I'm gonna juice it. Oh,
I'm gonna juice it.
And then what you gonna do?
That is funny.
I'm gonna drink it slowly.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I'm a mess. Don't
now I see that is your phone sex experience coming in handy right there.
Listen, it came in handy with a lot of the stuff I've done. A lot of stuff. Yes, a lot of stuff. That fearless woman, that woman of power, that woman of authority. No man's gonna tell me what to do. I'm the mistress. You're the slave, like that. It helped. Men, it's so funny because I don't even have to be in this. Once they know I'm the queen of shade, you see the men become boys. You see the men become boys.
Yeah, because you have a very your personality is very strong, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like some people are gonna want to scale back a little bit when they're around you.
It's
and that's
commanding,
all right.
guys.
Yeah, it's commanding.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So.
Dustin, did you get my celery? What you doing? You playing on the phone with some boy? You what?
Oh my God, I'm gonna be thinking about that all night.
Right?
Now I'm about to go to the store and actually get
I'm
some celery.
so mad. Don't do that. Now look, I done gave you the power of suggestion. See, look at that. It's a powerful power. It's a powerful power. Now you're gonna be in a store getting celery, don't even know why.
Celery. Listen, I'm gonna be making a whole, juicing thing in my kitchen.
So tell everyone where they can find you on social media and online.
So you can find me at DJ Dustin 2020 on Instagram. His ego brand is everything, his ego across all the platforms. So his ego brand on Instagram, his ego on TikTok, also on Facebook, if you're still on Facebook, and all the other platforms. So his ego brand, and then DJ Dustin 2020. Hisegobrand.com is the website. So go to the website, explore. Like I said, I have underwear, sportswear, swimwear, erotic wear is coming, nightwear is coming, and I have the blog. So you can always keep up, with what I'm writing and expressing my thoughts and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
You're gonna have to write about our encounter.
Yes, I should write about our encounter.
Say, child, she made me feel a little something. I felt a twinge, a tingle about some damn celery.
Listen, I'm feeling all like, I'm feeling some type of way now.
Don't go away. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of DJ Dustin, the creator and founder of His Ego brand, hisego.com. There we go. Don't go anywhere. Say goodbye to the people, but don't go anywhere.
Bye, y'all.
So did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Gonna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to